everybody, welcome. It's Serena Kazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some Vtuber Newsie news. But before we do, please be sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and guys, do you know I stream on Twitch? Head over to Twitch, and if you're at work, leave me a lurk. Okay guys, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This Hololive production. Hololive production is a virtual talent agency consisting of virtual YouTubers owned by Japanese tech entertainment company Cover Corp. So why are we talking about Hololive? Well guys, this is posted on Hololive's X account. This is posted on March 19th, 2026 at around 3:04 a.m. And Hololive says announcement regarding measures taken to combat infringements of rights against Cover Corp and affiliated talents. And this is the article that's posted on their website on March 19th. And it says here, announcement of measures taken to combat infringements of rights against Cover Corp and affiliated talent. Cover Corp hereby announces an individual here referred to as a perpetrator who committed acts of rights infringements against defamation and slander against Cover Corp and its affiliated talents has been identified and settlements reached. The perpetrator posted unfounded information about our talents on social media, which unjustly damaged their social reputation and infringed upon their personal dignity. In response, Cover Corp determined that these posts constituted an infringement of the affiliated talent's reputation and dignity and filed a request for the disclosure of sender information accordingly. The court subsequently recognized that the case put forward constituted infringement of rights, which resulted in the identification of the individuals involved. After they were identified, Cover Corp engaged with negotiations with the perpetrator, and at the end of last year, settlement agreements were finally reached under which the respondent agreed to issue an apology, delete their social media account, pay damages, refrain from engaging in defamatory conduct in the future, and pay a contractual penalty in the event of subsequent violations. At present, both within Japan and internationally, Cover Corp is planning to further action in response to the decimation of unfounded information and posts that unjustly damage the character of our talents on platforms such as YouTube, X, other social media services, anonymous message boards, and content aggregation websites. Over the next month, the company plans to proceed with approximately 30 cases, including petitions for the disclosure of sender information, civil litigation, and criminal proceedings. The company plans to publicly disclose an update on its rights to infringements cases around April 2026. So this is just a response in regards to that tweet. So this is a Daigo just kind of taking a screenshot of that article, pretty much meant underlining the important parts, saying at present both in Japan and internationally. So anyways, not only in Japan, but they're also expanding this internationally as well. So anyways guys, what do you think of Cover Corp's announcement? Let me know in the comments below. Okay guys, on to our next piece of news. This is Nerissa Ravencroft, and Nerissa Ravencroft is a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive. She debuted in 2023 as part of Hololive Advent, the third generation of members of Hololive English. So why are you talking about Nerissa? Well guys, this is a now deleted post on X, and this was posted by Myron_VR, and it says here, hashtag Nerissa Live. Nerissa, what in the name of the good Lord is this? Nearly a year ago, during a membership stream, you came to us jailbirds to explain that you would never collab nor name drop any Holostar. So Holostar is the male VTubers of Hololive. You would never collab with or name drop any Holostar, male VTuber, or male content creator in your stream. And now you randomly drop a Holostar name. You made us a promise. You said that streams would not change. You said you would never do such a thing to your precious jailbirds. You said that through your actions. You showed your intention and your lack of interest in collaborating with male VTubers and male content creators. You made us a promise. You said the only exception was for music. No one minded a male professional vocalist or producer. That is normal. You told us that professional male vocalists and music people were the only exception. You said that because you were a perfectionist. You had a specific dream collab. Everybody understood that. Everybody was fine with that. Oyome Holic came out good. Birdbrain came out great. You told us that was the only exception. Not a single soul minded that. However, Holostars are not professional vocalists. They are not professional anythings. Jailbirds even said that in the stream that male VTubers do not apply to such exception, and you defended those people from the harassment they got. Holostars are a blight to everything that falls under Cover. I often even wonder why Cover keeps them around, but that's besides the point. You made a promise that you wouldn't do such things and you wouldn't change. Now you're just casually name dropping them? Why did you do that? The tweet goes on further. Why did you break that promise? Why did you feel like you had to name drop one of them? Do you hate us jailbirds? What has happened over the past year that you want to harm your loyal fan base over and over again? Why do you keep listening to all these beggars that want to see you fail, fall into obscurity, and become trash like Niji Sanji? What used to be Vshoujo or FaZe? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Why do you ignore jailbirds that want you, the one and only devilish diva, to succeed and shine like the amazing Hololive talent that you are? You have been a Hololive fan for a long time, just like us. Did you forget what happened in 2022? Nerissa, despite my criticisms, I have never been disappointed in you. I've always believed in you. Like many jailbirds, we keep our trust in you, even though it's hard sometimes when you're absent or feed into the obsession of blood raven shippers more than your own fan base. I have always thought that you can do better than what you think you can, that you are more talented than you think you are. I have always thought that you are more capable than you show. However, I reject mindless supporting you without being critical over the stuff that you do. That would be following someone like a blind sheep. Toxic positivity is far from healthy for a fan base. I've never lost any hope in that you can do the most wonderful things, but breaking this promise, it feels like a hard smack to the face. We were there for you to cheer you up when you were down. We cheer for you when you're happy. We celebrate your accomplishments with you. But this is the first time I, and probably other jailbirds too, have felt truly disappointed in you. Heartbreak emote. Okay, but don't worry, it keeps going. 2 weeks ago, my Advent varsity jacket came in the mail. I have been proudly wearing it wherever I go to my university campus or travel around within the country or from country to country for work or other leisure. I've spoken to many fellow Hololive fans at random locations about how cool Advent is. Whenever they ask, who is my Oshi? I always show the Shadow Nerissa mini plushie on my bag and the Nerissa linking chain on my jacket and proudly say, Nerissa, of course. She is so lovely and silly. She's an amazing singer. She is literally the best. But now this, ... heartbreak emoji. How can we trust you if you break such an important promise like that? Please do tell us, Nerissa, why did you do that and break this promise you made to us all? Heartbreak emote. Sorry, that was my dramatic reading of that tweet. Okay, and then obviously we have some comments from Nerissa's YouTube channel. So you can see here, this is Myron again. I think this is possibly the least hyped concert so far. Just radio silent and most likely Blood Raven in the concert. Myron says, it's not mean to point out facts. It's not like she streamed a lot in the past 6 months to make a decent hype for the concert, unlike last year where she released IMF. And then Myron continues to say, no one is saying that she isn't working hard, but you're trying to justify bad decision making and lack of communication. Twitter does not host her music, nor her streams or her 3Ds. It's become an issue when stuff like Requiem for Love gets announced on Twitter, becomes a premiere, which are broken without a stream. The same for her covers, which get announced on Twitter and then randomly premiere without a stream prior to the premiere. We aren't even getting schedules anymore. And even when we did get them since the start of the year, she regularly forgot to upload them onto YouTube. It shouldn't be required to get my Nerissaism. And then of course, Nerissa is here making some comments on YouTube saying, no offense, but I'm working really hard and regularly. I don't have a PC. YouTube on phone doesn't allow for a lot. Sorry you're disappointed in me. I guess I'll just do my best. But to be honest, reading this doesn't motivate me at all, especially when I've been doing so much behind the scenes. It's hard for me to not be able to share it with you and not be around either. Seeing stuff like this makes me think you think I'm doing nothing and screwing around. Thanks to those of you who are understanding and waiting for me patiently despite my lack of ability to entertain you right now. This is a tweet kind of in support of Myron. So this is Godfast saying, so instead of ignoring it, Nerissa in her infinite wisdom, which is negative IQ, decides to join the Myron harassment campaign and disavow the people who truly supported her in favor of the psychotic beggars and leeches who don't even watch her content. Truly a genius effing move, because we all saw how great it worked out for Koyori. Disappointed to say the least. Have fun alienating the fans you've built by being an idol for the sake of carrying the Holostars, since no one would ever willingly watch their garbage content despite the continuous virtue signaling. Okay, so let's take a listen to this clip that they are referencing.
Most important thing to say is that what that person said, I said, is why I'm particularly upset, is it misrepresented what I said over a year ago. It is not correct, and now people are seeing that and thinking that what that person said is correct, even though it is not. That is not what I said. And they are taking the words of an auntie and taking them to be true, while also then saying that same auntie is delusional, which he is. Can we just block them? Anyway, I'm just saying, the block button is so amazing. The block button is so amazing. I will continue to mention whoever I want on my stream. I have had my father, my brother on my stream. I have also done a lovely collab with Lotus Juice over on Calliope Mori's channel. I had my lovely voice actor friend Christian Banis on Bird Brain doing some awesome voice acting for me. Let's all... Let's all be frank here, okay? Like, just send that guy to the Shadow Realm. Block him. He is not welcome. I do not want him in my community. Anyone who has that perspective, I do not want them here. And I think I even said that at the time, too. I do not support people who preach hatred. I do not support people who hate Holostars. I do not support people who hate any of my coworkers. You can, respectfully, please, for the love of all that is good, leave me alone. I do not like you, and I do not want you here. I'm sorry. Like, if you love Idol, that is perfectly fine. I also love Idol. I will continue to do what makes me the most comfortable. But I am also not going to spread hatred and want people in this community who just spread hatred to people nonstop.
So anyways, guys, what do you think of what Nerissa had to say in regards to kind of this parasocial behavior? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Koyori, and Koyori is a female Japanese virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive, debuting as part of the 6th generation under the name Secret Society Holo X. And this is the World Baseball Classic. It is the premier international baseball tournament sanctioned by the WBSC and the MLB, featuring 20 national teams competing for the title of world champion. Held every few years, often in March, it showcases the MLB and top international league players representing their countries. And this is the recent news about what happened there. So it says here, defending champion Japan was eliminated from the 2026 World Baseball Classic following an 8-5 quarterfinal loss to Venezuela in March 15th in Miami. And this is Soshina, and Soshina is a Japanese comedian. So why are we talking about Koyori, the World Baseball Classic, Japan losing to Venezuela, and Soshina? Well, guys, this is a very interesting story. So I'm going to take you over to Rima. So this is posted on Rima's X account. This is posted on March 17th, 2026 at around 1:52 p.m. And Rima says, Hololive VTuber Koyori has received backlash from a comedian after she got invited to announce play ball at the WBC, the International Professional Baseball Tournament. And then it says here, we lost because we fielded someone like a VTuber in the tournament. He said in one of his skits, sparking negative criticism against VTubers, with VTuber fans coming in to defend her. Some fans claiming it's not the first time he's thrown jabs at Holo members. Some other fans are even speculating that Soshina, the comedian, is a Niji Sanji fan. Koyori tweeted today and garnered a lot of support from colleagues and fans. In this sticky realm where it's hard to tell if it's animation or real person, there might still be folks who can't quite accept it yet. But if you come to see a live show, you'll see the passion that they're pouring is the real deal. So this is Koyori saying, VTuber 2, you know, they're putting their lives on the line for real, honing their singing through vocal training, pursuing their true selves through dance lessons. And there's lots of people out there pouring their whole lives into their activities to bring smiles to many faces. In this tricky realm where it's hard to tell if it's animation or a real person, there might still be folks who can't quite accept it yet. But if you come see the live show, you'll see the passion they're pouring in is the real deal. I'd be thrilled if you did. Essentially, this is the comedian just kind of like saying that it's, you know, the VTuber's fault. And then this is Orca saying, it seems comedians can get away with saying anything as long as they claim it's a skit or material. Teasing people with your own circle is one thing, but trying to get laughs by putting down another industry is entirely different. Is he even worthy of being called a comedian? If it's not a statement coming from his role as a comedian, then this is nothing more than unjustified criticism. And that was posted by TV Sachi. And then this is posted by MT1 saying, it seems like Rupun's gone and said something about Hololive again, but he's just that boring Niji Sanji stan who suddenly drops Salome's name in a video and eats poop hard, riding the V anti-wave, the usual Niji Sanji stan move to farm numbers by bashing Hololive. Okay, so let's see what some people on X are saying. Mark says, I'm shocked that people are learning that Japanese people don't like VTubers. There's a ton of Japanese normies and even small parts of otaku communities like regular idol fans or anime fans that absolutely hate VTubers. Those haters call them V-pigs, LOL. C-Hero says, I don't know how far the truth really is or if there's any evidence, like likely a lot of claims from social media, so taking everything with a grain of salt, but comedians in general are sarcastic, so this guy could be being sarcastic, but who knows? On to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Facebook, and Facebook is an American social networking site owned by the American technological conglomerate Meta Platforms. So why are we talking about Facebook? Well, guys, this post on Dexero. This post on March 18th, 2026 at around 4:55 p.m. And Dexero says Facebook is launching a creator program paying $1,000 to $3,000 per month for creators to switch platform. Creators must have 100K to 1 million followers on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube to be eligible. So anyways, guys, if you see some VTubers heading over to Facebook, this could be a reason why. Anyways, guys, what do you think of Facebook paying creators to move? Do you think it's a smart move, or do you think that Facebook is dead and full of bots? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Mori Calliope, and Mori Calliope is a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive. And this is Patlabor EZY, and Patlabor EZY is a new project announced by Annecy International Animated Films Festival in 2017. So why are we talking about Mori Calliope and Patlabor EZY? Well, guys, this is posted on Mori's X account. This is posted on March 19th, 2026 at around 9:13 a.m. And Mori says, big announcement. I was in charge of the opening theme for Patlabor EZY, releasing very soon. You can hear some of the song here. I am very honored. So obviously I will not be playing this for copyrighted reasons, but you can see here. So this is a really big thing that Mori was in charge of the opening theme. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the Vtuber News. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And guys, if you're not able to catch me on Twitch, that is no problem. I do have a YouTube channel called Lydia VTuber VODs that backs up all of my gameplay, and I probably play through some of your favorites, and I'm currently playing through Resident Evil 1.5, the Leon, aka Grant Bitchman playthrough. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye. Okay.